The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
11.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
11 empty.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's into the clear. The 30. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 66 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive.
He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So they're able to end their drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 22, Bengals 10.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Burrow now off the bootleg. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 11. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Play action now. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 27 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good. Yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Back to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what deep.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Outright, he finds Tolbert. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow buying time to his left. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Burrow will throw. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down. Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And again, that's Hurst. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the right side and complete to Hurst. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Throwing, Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
On line, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the purse.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and
he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 66 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touch. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 51 yards. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be out right at the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. He's going to go up top again. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Forced out to his left. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Play action now, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Prescott off play action. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
Finding Boyd along the sideline.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. At the Cowboys 7.
Go.
Burrow will throw. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Wow.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not a ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, yeah,